Welcome to the Woman to Woman Show. My name's Luann, and our topic today is foster parenting. And I have with me here in the studio Nicole Thompson, foster parent recruiter. I am so excited. Thank you so much for coming. We're just having a ball looking at these kids. You have brought photos of the most adorable children, and we're going to meet them in a few minutes. But I want to tell the people that everybody should become a foster parent. Okay, not everybody, but a lot of people should start considering it. Isn't that right? I mean, it offers so many rewards, and it's just not talked about enough. And I just want to give people a basic introduction of what they can do and why they should consider it. And for those people that didn't get to see the show we just did that ran last week, I want to talk overview. Basically, who is eligible to become a foster parent in Oregon, and is there a real need for this? I mean, you guys, are you just overrun with people doing this?
We wish. We really do wish, because then we could do a really wonderful job of matching children to foster parents and their basic skills and abilities.
Right.
But there is a tremendous need for people to step forward and at least consider foster care, because we have a large number of children who enter foster care, not enough people to be foster parents. So we're moving kids out of their communities, separating siblings, and we really want to be able to do a better job of serving our children.
And we were talking about that the last show, and how many sibling groups you get, and it's heartbreaking to separate them because there's not enough foster families. We don't want that, no.
Right.
And I think people really want to help, and they just are fearful of something new, and this is really new to a lot of people. But we want them in every neighborhood so they can see how beautiful these children are. So as far as eligibility, you want everyone to call, because you cannot assume you're not eligible, right? There's just
correct, because you can be single, you can be in a relationship, you can be married, you can live in an apartment, you can live in a house.
Job, no job. I mean, as far as you have to be self-sufficient, through some means, but you'll kind of help people figure out what qualifies with that, but it's basic.
Right, they do have to have an income that covers their household expenses and things. But we offer a reimbursement that helps cover the cost of care for children who are placed in their home, but it's a very small amount.
Right, and so you want people to really love kids, obviously. You've got to you want these children they don't want to be in another situation where they're not loved and cared about. And
correct.
You need people that are nice people to call you, but everybody is going to do that. I think we also want to know, can you specify what age child you're maybe thinking about?
Yes.
It's okay. You don't have to just be told, oh, we need a 5-year-old cared for.
Right.
Okay.
Absolutely. So foster parents get the final say in what children enter their home. Yes.
And do they also specify, like, long-term is okay, or just short-term is what fits me? Or
we don't know that when kids enter foster care, so that's an excellent statement to make. So when we're looking at foster care, it's just we're looking at that temporary placement for a child until they can return home or until they go to adoption if ultimately they cannot return home. So we never know on our first day of placement how long a child will be in care. I've had children stay for just hours, and other kids where we've said it's going to be, we think it will be a 2-week placement, and then it's
things change.
Months and months.
So you have to kind of know things are flexible and sometimes in the need.
Yeah. Right.
And then you said, one of the fears people have is, oh my goodness, will I have angry parents at my doorstep, you know, that are just don't want them at my house?
Right.
And so what's the answer to that?
So foster parents' information is confidential, and the contact that so children will have regular contact with their parents through visitation at our child welfare office, but foster parents aren't typically involved in the supervision of visitation. There are times when it's been approved by the caseworker and the foster parent that communication does occur between foster parents and birth parents, but that really is a case-by-case basis and really based on the child's needs.
And is it also okay if you have children of your own at home, you're still eligible, it's okay that, you know, and do they need their own room, or can they share a room, or we forgot about that?
I know, and it's such a great question.
All these things keep coming into my head, and I'm a mom. I know how these things go with kids, like, where are we going to put this one? You know?
So we do have foster parents who have their own children. We have people who apply to be foster parents who haven't had any children. So to answer that question, and then children do not have to have their own bedroom. They do have to have their own bed, and we have to, of course, have enough space for children. So we're not. So we've had bunk beds in rooms.
Right, just like a normal family.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, good. So it's kind of just normal stuff. They have to have their own bed, and then other than that, they can fit in with the family like their own siblings would. Well, that's good to know, because I think, you know, people have all different situations in their household, and they wonder, do I need to have a separate spare room? Oh, I don't have that, so I won't call. So we don't want that. No.
Please call.
Well, I can't wait. We're going to meet a couple of precious children now. We're going to go in detail on some that we didn't get to last show.
Right.
And then we're going to re-meet the ones we met before briefly and get their pictures out there again, because they're so cute. I mean, they're all just adorable. But,
I know.
Oh, my goodness. Who have we got next?
So we're going to talk about a sibling group of two. It's Therese and Zarette. And Therese is 7 years old and loves to play sports and enjoys reading. He's a very smart kiddo, but he does not like to do the homework. So they'll need someone who can.
Strange.
I know. He's quick to offer a helping hand, though, to anyone in need. He loves to play with his younger sister, Zarette. So cute. He has a lot of relatives that would really like to stay in touch with him once he's adopted. So that's a really important thing to know in advance. Zarette is 6 years old and loves to play dress up and play with the makeup. She's just a girly girl, making herself look very pretty. She enjoys school, and she does very well in school, so that's very fun. Yeah. She is very shy when she first meets people. And these kiddos need people who are active, who can give them really positive reinforcement, and that's going to be supportive of their sibling bond and their connection to their family, because their family is very involved.
Okay. Well, that's good to know. So, they are adorable.
They are very cute.
Yes, I love it.
So our three sibling group of three that we're going to talk about next are Alonzo, Taylor, and Shaylee. Alonzo is 11, Taylor is 8, Shaylee is 5, so they've got a good span of ages there. They, like all of three of these kids, are very active, involved in sports, and they like to experience new activities and be engaged. Alonzo likes riding his skateboard. He's a good reader, and he takes pride in doing well in school, so that's very exciting for him. Taylor, another talkative one. We've got a lot of talkative kiddos. Enjoys playing with dolls, drawing, doing crafts, and reading, so a little creative one. And Shaylee, who is a little bit shy at first, is just the most loving and sweet kiddo. Loves playing dress up, also making forts with blankets and playing with her dolls.
And how old is she, the littlest
She is 5.
5?
So
oh my
5,
gosh.
8, and 11.
They are absolutely precious.
They are.
Oh my goodness.
And these are just, again, a sibling group who needs a lot of love, affection, and attention, and that people who are going to be really engaged in keeping these three active and going.
Yes, of course. And that's absolutely what someone's looking for right now. I know it.
Yes.
I know it. There are parents out there whose hearts are yearning to love these children.
Yes.
And they're, the match is going to be made. I just know it. And I'm so excited, and I hope you keep us in touch, because now we've met them, and we want to make sure that we get to hear all about the good news and their progress. We've just got 2 more minutes before we take a break.
Okay.
But I just want to talk about when a new foster family begins, are they all alone on their own, or do you have some support services going on where you can really feel, like you've got help?
That is an excellent question. We do, each local office has a foster parent support group network where foster parents can get training and some mentorship. Foster parents also have a certifier who's attached to their family and works for child welfare, and that certifier is the person that they can call and ask questions, get advice, look for training that maybe will help them in caring for a specific child who's entered into their home. And the agency is really involved with foster families. So
there's
being in the
advice
home,
and support out there, and someone you can call and kind of, if you have a concern or you're not quite sure how to address a certain something that comes up, whether it be medical or personality, or there's someone to help you.
Correct.
Right? And that's all free for the family, right? They're not going to get a bill. Psychology.
Right.
No, not going to happen.
Right.
Okay,
right.
That's great.
Yes.
Well, we're going to take a break, and then when we come back, I want to talk about what are the barriers that we need to break down for people to make that phone call.
Sure.
And meet some more kids too, okay?
Great.
Okay.
I love it.
Thanks.
Thanks.